This video features high-end, limited edition collectibles and is intended for adult collectors. Hey guys, welcome to Toy Chat. This is Max.
And Sang.
Today, we'll be reviewing the latest Skullector doll from Monster High, based on none other than the wickedly fashionable and social media savvy horror queen, M3GAN. M3GAN is a sentient humanoid robot from the 2023 film of the same name, created by roboticist Gemma, who in the film is played by actress Allison Williams. M3GAN stands for Model 3 Generative Android, designed to be the ultimate companion for children. Seemingly sweet and doll-like, she's presented to Gemma's niece Katie after the untimely passing of her parents. Of course, M3GAN turns out to be deadlier than she seems, and slasher antics ensue. This put her in parallel with horror's other dastardly doll, Chucky, a comparison M3GAN gleefully leaned into, inciting a Twitter beef with Chucky that continued for quite some time. The title character is also portrayed by two actors. Amy Donald physically embodies the doll, while Jenna Davis provides her voice. M3GAN went viral as a social media phenomenon even prior to her movie releasing, thanks in no small part to the character's sassy camp and a killer TikTok-style dance seen in the first trailer. Her mega successful debut is getting a sequel, M3GAN 2.0, that premieres very soon on June 27th. A spin-off titled Soulmate is even said to be in the works. Funnily enough, following the first film, SNL spoofed the concept of a M3GAN sequel in a sketch starring Aubrey Plaza. Monster High fans learned there would be a M3GAN Skullector doll long before her official release, and even got a full look at her finalized appearance, thanks to, allegedly, a shocking Amazon mix-up this past March. An anonymous user on Facebook stated that they placed an order for the Pennywise Skullector doll and instead ended up with M3GAN. So we knew this doll was coming and what she looked like for quite some time, but now she's here in our hands, and in this video we'll be covering everything you need to know. From her iconic film references to honest opinions on her quality, value, and more, so keep on watching. Make sure to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you never miss a moment of the adult collector perspective here on Toy Chat. With that, let's try to make friends with M3GAN.
Fan club members got early access to the M3GAN Skullector doll on June 10th, but she dropped to the general public a day later on the 11th. Despite previous leaks claiming she came from Amazon, Monster High social media only lists the doll as being available via Mattel Creations. We don't know whether she might be available through other retailers later, but at this time of recording, her listing has not sold out. We'll link it in the description below. The doll is priced at $65. Her packaging is similar to other Skullector dolls. We can see a split sleeve cover with the M3GAN logo at the top left, Skullector logo at the bottom right, and promo images of M3GAN's two faces, her beautiful human-like faceplate, and the android one beneath it. This ties into the actual feature of the doll, which we'll show later. There's a backdrop of black code with little skullets interspersed. On either side of the sleeves is the M3GAN logo and a full-body photo of M3GAN posing. An image of M3GAN dancing in her famous red hallway scene displayed across the back. It's a bit tough to see in the reflective black, but there's text on top as well, reading "Friendship has evolved. Do you want to hang out?" Removing both sleeves reveals the doll in her window display. On one side of the inner box is another glam shot of M3GAN, while the other shows her two faces with a backdrop of code. If you look closely, you'll see the Monster High skullets. This side has some text, which we notice has an odd typo. It reads, "She's then more than a toy, she is family." On the back is a more thorough description reading, "Hi primary user, my name is M3GAN. Now I'm more than just a doll powered by cutting-edge technology. I'm your new best friend. If I appear to have a mind of my own, don't worry. What may seem to be a psychotic glint in my eye is merely a reflection from optical camera lenses." Pause here if you'd like to read it in full.
A plastic sleeve insert covers the box. Removing it, we can get a closer look at the backdrop, which has lots of Easter eggs for both M3GAN and Monster High fans. It loosely resembles Gemma's design studio from the film, and if you look closely, there are several Monster High Skullets. There's even a Monster High diary on the table. I can't quite make out the text. The desktop shows a series of face sculpting designs, which look like they could be based on the actual sculpt work for this doll. The laptop reads "recalibrating response model," which is M3GAN's quote to Gemma after a heated altercation in the film. The top reads, "Is that a doll?" in blurry text over the lights. A standardized certificate of authenticity is included as well. All right, hopefully we don't regret setting M3GAN free. Let's take a closer look. Here she is, unboxed. M3GAN has a pretty gorgeous outer faceplate. Some Monster High fans have noted she has similar facial features to Rebecca Steam. M3GAN wears a soft neutral tan eyeshadow under her arched eyebrows. Her robotic eyes are bluish gray, with the shines being power symbols. She wears a light burgundy lipstick. Just like in the film, M3GAN has long golden blonde hair. It reaches just past her rear, and I do appreciate that it's not completely flat. There is a nice bit of volume and loose waves held with a little product. The quality and texture feel decent as far as recent Mattel dolls go. A highlight feature of this doll is her two faces. Peeking at the side of her face, we can see she has no earrings or ear holes. But if you gently pull the faceplate upward, you'll reveal a sinister android face beneath it. This sculpt almost more resembles a skull with a hollow black nose hole, and more black painted details. The face is mostly bronze, and it looks very cool, though I do have to say making this portion more metallic, even if it was just paint, would have really taken it to the next level. This is also where the doll's eyes are painted. The plate itself makes a fun prop and reminds me a lot of Monster High's Create-A-Monsters. You can reconnect it using a small peg connector at the forehead and another pair at the ears. One thing I did notice is her head seems slightly less flexible. Not sure if that's a result of the faceplate. Maybe I'm just too used to Gen 3 dolls at this point.
M3GAN's outfit is perfectly cute and girly, similar to the film with some creative liberties added. Her beige baby doll dress has a lot of little details, but everything's connected as a single fashion piece. A vintage-looking multicolored bow is fastened at the collar, with a mini skullet sewn at the center. There's little drops of blood splatter across the design. The dress itself has puffy sleeves and is covered in a design that brings to mind robotics, resembling circuit boards with more mini skullets incorporated throughout. M3GAN's striped shirt from the film is replaced with white mesh, once again attached to the inner sleeves. A sheer tulle petticoat is also attached underneath. There's 2 layers total. It all opens in the back with Velcro. Her tights, however, are a separate piece. They are a soft and stretchy fabric with a skullet coat design similar to the box backdrop. You know Monster High had to give us another pair of object heel shoes. M3GAN's Black Mary Janes had printed silver skullet buckles and 2 separate film references at the heels. One is the paper cutter she used as a weapon following her iconic dance sequence, and the other is a sculpt of Gemma's other creation, Bruce the Robot. M3GAN fans know he plays a major role in the first film's final act. The soles once again resemble circuit boards with skullets at the front. M3GAN comes with one additional accessory, a bag shaped like perpetual pets, the creepy cute critters from the movie that seems intended to be a spoof on Furbies and other popular electronic toys. This one is black and bat-like with little wings, giving it some added Monster High flair. The handle can swing back and forth. She does also comes with the classic Gen 1 display stand. Alright, that's everything. So let's jump into final thoughts.
So I've definitely gotten more selective with my Monster High Skullector purchases over the years, but I knew pretty quickly that M3GAN was one I needed to pick up. Similar to the Nightmare Before Christmas release, this particular doll is one you could say is more generally movie accurate, so she doesn't feel too heavily Monster High-ified while still fitting in beautifully with that brand's collections. I loved M3GAN, I'm excited to see M3GAN 2.0, and of course, given the real character is a doll herself, how could I as a fan not want a doll of her? I know Monster High collector dolls have developed a bit of a reputation as playline quality sold at premium prices, but I think $65 is pretty reasonable for an IP collab in the current climate for this release. I definitely do wish her outfit had more separate pieces, but the doll is beautiful overall, and the dual face feature is a really fun inclusion. It's impressive design work that from a slight distance, you can't even really tell she's wearing a faceplate with something underneath. I do have to wonder if those pegs might wear out over time or if something magnetic might have been a nicer way to go. One more accessory, maybe like the paper cutter or one of the other toys from the film, also would have upped the value a bit. All in all, I am definitely glad to own her. I think she's a great purchase for fans of the film and collectors who prefer their Skullector dolls more movie accurate.
Skullector M3GAN is the perfect balance of staying true to the source material, yet infusing Monster High motifs. The film character M3GAN was a breakout horror star, and she's very much recognizable. I think the Monster High team did a great job of recreating her iconic look and incorporating new elements, all for a friendly price point. It's been a while since I won a Skullector doll so much. I'm glad I was able to add her to my collection. I might keep her in box, but the faceplate is pretty cool. I'm still deciding. I heard some collectors are finding scuff marks on their faceplates though, so I don't think the paint job on these will hold up to a lot of handling. She's still a pretty doll that I will cherish. So what do you think of her? Are you surprised she hasn't sold out yet?
Thank you so much for joining us for this review. We hope you enjoyed it. Definitely let us know your thoughts on Monster High Skullector M3GAN in the comments. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't already. Related playlists will be linked on screen here. Let us know what you want to see next, and we'll see you next time. Bye.